A flying acorn? Daisy asked, tilting her head in curiosity. Yes, it'll zoom through the air like a bird, Pip exclaimed, his fluffy tail twitching with excitement. Imagine how fast I could gather nuts or explore the world, Pip continued, his eyes bright with dreams of adventure. Daisy's big ears wiggled as she considered Pip's ambitious plan. That sounds fun, but are you sure it'll work? Daisy asked, her eyes filled with skepticism. Of course, Pip said confidently. I just need to figure out how exactly. For the next 2 days, Pip worked tirelessly. He gathered feathers from the ground to make wings, used sap to stick pieces together, and even tied some shiny beetle shells on for decoration. Every time Daisy stopped by, Pip announced, "Almost ready." Finally, on the third day, Pip's flying acorn was complete. It gleamed in the sunlight, with tiny feathered wings and a soft, mossy seat inside. A crowd of curious forest animals, deer, raccoons, hedgehogs, and even an owl, gathered around to watch. "Pip's really gonna fly?" asked Binky the chipmunk, his eyes wide. "Of course I will," Pip said, hopping into the seat of his creation. "Watch and be amazed." With Daisy's help, Pip rolled the flying acorn to a little hill. He tugged on a vine he'd attached as a launch rope and shouted, "Ready, set, go!" The acorn zoomed down the hill, its wings flapping. For a moment, it actually lifted into the air. The crowd cheered. "I'm flying!" Pip squeaked happily, until a strong gust of wind knocked the acorn sideways. Pip yelped as the acorn spun in circles and glided straight into a big, squishy pile of mud. The forest fell silent. Everyone hurried over to help Pip out of the muck. "That was amazing," Daisy said, her nose twitching. "It was?" Pip asked, covered in mud. "Yes," Daisy said. "You actually flew for a bit. You just need to keep trying." Pip smiled, shaking off the mud. "You're right. Tomorrow, I'll make it even better. Maybe bigger wings or more feathers." The animals cheered, and Pip realized something important. Sometimes it's okay to fail as long as you keep trying and have friends who believe in you. And from that day on, Pip's flying acorn experiments became the highlight of the Whistling Woods. Who knows? Maybe one day Pip would soar higher than the treetops. But for now, he was excited just to keep building, flying, and learning. The end.